We are continuing with our next speaker. Actually, I'll be having the pleasure to have a fireside chat with him. They transform even the most complicated technologies into straightforward digital solution. Having proven successful track record in some of the biggest ICT projects in the region, please welcome Stefan Malinowski, Senior Project Manager at Telelink. Welcome.
Здравейте.
Здравейте, but we have to speak in English for those who do not understand, and
All
as
right.
the translation is in the other. So please have a seat. I just need to take one of my more analog papers to help us facilitate the discussion. So I see you don't even take off the
Yeah,
access badge
of course.
everywhere.
We
Does
have
it
to wear
open
the
doors
brand.
here?
Sorry?
Does it open doors here?
Yeah, of course. All
sure.
gates.
I'm sure. So good to have you. So we're talking about here about digitizing cities, digitizing lives, digitizing societies. Part of it is also the digital citizenship, and we're talking about, of course, information technologies. So what is the maturity of this service, of this platform? By the way, just for information of all of you here, the Digital Estonia director is also among the speakers of Webit at the Technology Summit. So it's all digital now, but yeah, I would like to hear what you think and what your thoughts.
So pretty much, hello to everyone. The information technologies in general play a very key role in the digital world. So I would like to give some statistics about the population in general. By 2050, it's expected that 70% of the population will be exactly in the cities. If we compare the 2009, the figure is 3.4 billion. So as you see behind these statistics, there were experiments made by research made by the National Health Organization, the World Bank, and so on. So you can see that the migration from smaller to bigger cities is coming. 3 billion people are expected to go in the cities. So you can think that how much of an impact it will be to the life in the big cities, especially in the developing countries. So it's more and more urgent for mayors and the cities to start thinking about this vision, and to start thinking of more innovative ways of improving the life of people, which improves not only the life but also the security, the way of moving in the city, and so on. So information technologies, again, they play a very key role in this, and as we see, summits like this one, they are all, how to say, they show us that the information technologies are really fast progressing, and there are lots of thousands even of companies and municipalities around the world and universities that develop unique technologies. So what I can conclude with that is that actually the market is quite in the beginning of its maturity, and there is really a lot of things to be developed and to be introduced in the cities and to the citizens as well.
So talking about improving people's lives, how do you see that this particular solution, the e-residency, can make it happen? So what is your perception?
So pretty much my perception is that the key factor here is that we should have integrity between the systems. But before going that, because we can talk about many different systems here in the cities, there are thousands of systems that can be used to improve the lives of people, but I would like to talk about something which is quite common to all of us. So if you can participate a little bit more to wake you up. And these are, for example, we are, so to speak, facing such problems in the morning when we go to work, during the day if we go and make some meetings, in the nighttime when we go out with friends sometimes. So what do you think I'm talking about here? Any guess? Exactly, so it's about the traffic. I'm sure every one of us has faced such problems anywhere in the world. So pretty much with the information, that was actually it's quite of a topic in Bulgaria in the recent years. We, in general, lots of municipalities develop different information technologies for improving the traffic and the flow of traffic within the cities. So I'll give some examples of systems of adaptive management. So these are systems where algorithms are on a local level are managing the traffic from special traffic detectors where real-time information is coming from the count on vehicles. Sometimes this information is communicated to a central level where a server is taking different decisions based on the information. And sometimes software is making predictions about the traffic, about prehistoric information, and so on historic information. So pretty much also we have other systems which are for giving bus priority. For example, the bus you're traveling with is late with 10 minutes. It's in the city in the city traffic, so you give priority to this bus so it can catch up with the schedule. Yep. Also, we have other examples of ticketing systems in the public transportation. You know, you go in the bus, you have the validators, onboard equipment, and so on. And such systems give, so to say, increase the productivity of collecting fares from the citizens, first of all, which improves in the end the service. More money is collected. And second of all, it improves the entire the entire traveling of citizens. For example, there is a technique called hop-on, where you go on the bus, your card is on your mobile phone, so automatically you receive a message that you're on the bus. And let's say after 3-4 stops, you go out and you receive a message that you're outside of the bus, you confirm, and you automatically receive your new balance. So you can see how much this improves your the traveling within the city. And there are many other technologies for parking, for weather stations, for variable message signs where you can see a lot of information, for the information of for buses, and so on. But I would like to go back to the digital citizenship. So in the core of the digital citizenship itself is the integration between the different systems. This is where you get the real value of the systems. Independently, the system gives some information, but when you combine them all in a single place, this is when you get the real value. So pretty much, I'm going to talk about the smart city cards, which are in their ideal form, which is pretty much most of the places around the world, it's only a concept. But you really become...
We already discussed these that are...
Yeah, we discussed them, but in some places, the ideal form is where you can make, with this card, you can travel in the public transport, you can pay, you can receive different discounts in different shops, it can give discounts to, for example, to tourists which come in the city, to guide them where to go. Also, it creates an interaction between the customer, the citizen, and the municipality. For example, there was a project in Tel Aviv, which is very innovative, and it's the residence city card, where you go to the municipality and you give you decide where to do it. It's voluntary. You go in the municipality, you tell your age, for example, your job, your interests, and pretty much a lot of information, where you work, how you get to work. And for example, on some day, the road which you're taking usually is under rehabilitation, and you receive a message which tells you, hey, this road is closed, so take this route. So you learn this before you're in the traffic jam, which gives a lot of value. Or some maintenance or some company for a water, electricity company is making some rehabilitation, and you receive this in advance. Or, for example, you're a fan of a theater, you want to go to the cinema, and so on, you receive a last-minute, let's say, discount information, and so on. So you can see all these different kinds of things which smart city cards can be combined and used for, and it's really challenging for, and it's really helpful if, on a general level, municipalities start thinking about this more and more. And so there are also other different examples throughout the world, but there the maturity level of these city cards is different. As it was mentioned in Oyster card in London, the Suica card in Tokyo, the Compass card in San Diego, and so on. So there are a lot of such examples.
Thank you, Mr. Malinowski. Very interesting. I was just listening to you, as you can see. I didn't ask many questions. You said so many interesting things one after another. Thank you so much for being with us.
Okay, it was a pleasure.
Thank you for being at Webit. Thank you.